First up. Right on the mark. Falling within his limitations, 129 kilometers. But what an atmosphere. This has really you've got to see this to believe it. Great crowd support. Huge amount of people wanting to get in. Now that's going to build up. And contrary to my expectations, today is a hartal and I had concerns that people will not be able to make it. Obviously using this as a holiday and everybody is probably walking to the venue. But we just showed you shots of the crowd outside. Now those steps where you see on the lower level are all going to get filled up very soon. Bit of movement outside the off stump.
Yes, this will be a huge crowd coming in. This stadium, Bangabandhu National Stadium, holds a capacity of 35,000 people. Huge number, big queues outside. These are the shots taken just outside the stadium, waiting for the tickets, which is hard to come by. Patient game for them.
Yes, they've been standing there in queue for 3 to 4 hours. That's the kind of interest that this game generates in Bangladesh. Very good to see that kind of support for a team that really needs it. Came very close, 11 runs on paper, but I felt that they probably lost it a lot earlier than that. Good rear guard action, great fight. That was also good to see. Khalid Mashood got runs, 15, just about 34 or 36 deliveries. Indian team, 4 changes. As promised, Saurav Ganguly has made the changes and everybody's got a game. In this game there are 4 changes. Irfan Pathan goes out for Zahir Khan. Rahul Dravid goes out and makes way for Dinesh Mongia. Sachin Tendulkar is not playing. Virendra Sehwag is back. That's the team for you. Take a look. And Harbhajan Singh making way for Murali Kartik. So there are 4 changes. Although the Tendulkar and Dravid not there, the team still looks very strong in its batting. Yuvraj Singh, Dinesh Mongia, Mohammad Kaif, Sridharan Sriram. May not be in that order. Once one, sent back. Rafiq is not the fleetest between wickets. There are lots of young talent there in the Indian side. A lot of them wanting to make a mark for themselves. Discussed that a bit in the pre-show. But the weight of expectations and pressure will be on these young players. Dinesh Mongia making a comeback. Sridharan Sriram making a comeback. And that's not always the easiest thing to do. That's an appeal that could be very close. No says the umpire. End of the over. Maybe played. It's none without loss.
That's the figures. Best of 4 for 19 for Zahir Khan. Is that Bangladesh have lost quick wickets. I'll come back to that after this delivery.
That can be very close, and it is. That meets with the approval of the umpire. India have broken through. Rafiq walks back.
It's a really good delivery from Zahir Khan, much fuller. We all know that Rafiq loves to throw up his arms, anything wide outside the off stump. But I think they had a plan for Rafiq to bowl straight, cramp him for his room, and I think that's exactly what happened. See, no real foot movement, just coming across. Ooh. Well, if you see that on the replay, might have just again missed the off stump impact. Well, he has to go back to the pavilion. So Bangladesh loses their first wicket. It's 1 for 1.
Rafiq couldn't get off the mark. So pressure on Bashar once again. That's been easy past mid-wicket. That will go for 4. The outfield is lightning.
What a way to start his innings. Habibul Bashar was in form, and I think he's carrying his form here. Played a good knock in Chittagong, and presented with a juicy delivery from Zahir Khan. But you need to put them away, and you put that away in style. Beautiful shot. Races over to the boundary.
Didn't want to hit it hard at all. Just put bat to ball. It was in the slot. This outfield is electric. Really rolled past the fence. That's more like it. But they are bowling a straight and a slightly well pitched up line, both these bowlers, and that's how they've got that wicket. Take a look at it. Zahir Khan not getting too much movement, trying to keep the ball straight and little well pitched up. Now, not a lot of foot movement, almost at the crease. Impact just about shaving the off stump, or at least the umpire felt that way. And again, that will be 4 as well. So good start for Bashar.
And look at the crowd up on their feet. They've come in big numbers. Huge number of crowd waiting outside. They all would like to come and see Bangladesh do something different. This is their 100th one-day international. And look at that shot. Same kind of delivery, same kind of shot. Beautiful. Good balance, not hitting it too hard, just making sure the timing is perfect.
Actually, he just played the length. In fact, he picked it from probably around or outside the off stump. Again, just eased it past that mid-wicket fielder. And this time through the cover, but that will require a chase. He's not going to get to it. So Habibul Bashar is on fire. That's the third boundary in the over. 2 overs gone. Bangladesh 13 for 1.
There you go.
That's 4. That is 4. That's shot class. Played on the up. Also the end of the over. 17 for 1. In the air, but also in the gap. He's got away with that. That'll fetch him 2. But really, did that hold up, or he peculiar shot played there? Was in the air for a while. Fortunate for him, there was no fielder there. He got the placement right.
I think it was trying to hit it on the up. It was not there to be driven, but luckily enough, just wide of Muhammad Kai. See the length there. I think that's a good length. The bat just twisting at the last moment. The grip just getting out of his hand. I think that might be the key.
Yes, definitely. The bat turning in his hand, his grip not as tight. Is that a measure of nervousness in him? Again in the air now. He might have to go this time. No, he doesn't. That's been misjudged, I must say. It was in the air for quite a while. The fielder just couldn't get back Dinesh Mongia. 4 gone, 21 for 1. Acquiring a reputation for himself. That's the outside edge, and he's got to go. This is also Ajit Agarkar's 200th wicket. Now that takes him into real rare company. Well done, Ajit Agarkar. He's 4th Indian to achieve this feat. 200 wickets. He's also got 1,000 runs.
Yes, it just shows that frustration was creeping into Nafis Iqbal. And there you go. Big outside edge. Dhoni's first catch in one international, and Ajit Agarkar picks up his 200th one international wickets. Well done. So he has to go back for 9. Bangladesh 26 for 2.
Mohammad Ashraful has some work to do. Now Ajit Agarkar, take a look at his strike rate, his runs. The average is really nothing to be proud of for the kind of talent that this man has displayed even in the series just gone by. Outside edge of the bat, gets off the mark with 1. It's now 27 for 2.
Zahir Khan is looking very good. His rhythm is good. The reason I'm saying because he's just got his in-swing going in. So that's what he has been working on. Nice shot. Beautiful shot. Played with a straight back. Ashraful. What a way to start.
Yes, just eased into it. This outfield is like grease lightning. Just get the feeling it's dry, bone dry, the outfield, so the ball is traveling quickly. It just seemed to be a gentle push, but it was good enough. Nicely played, good position, nice and upright. that's gone away fine. What a boundary. You have to wait for the umpire signal, leg by signal. It doesn't matter. The boundary will ease the pressure a bit on Bangladesh.
Slightly offline, but cleverly bowled. The first ball delivery before that he bowled was going across, and this one nipped back, but just on leg side. Welcome boundary for Bangladesh.
Bowden, inside edge. Bangladesh have lost a very important wicket. Their captain departs and now they're in trouble. 3 down. We're into the 9th over. And the last thing Bangladesh wanted was a poor performance from the top order.
This was again straight delivery, no swing whatsoever. Maybe a slow delivery, but playing away from the body. At this stage, he should have blocked everything, should have waited for the old ball or waited for the spinners. But in the end, skipper departs for 17. Bangladesh in trouble, 37 for 3.
So Aftab Ahmad comes out to the middle, played well in the last game. Chittagong.
That was a wonderful shot. He was aware of the fact that mid-off was in. And once again, going down the pitch straight so that he had a bit of room to swing his arms rather than towards the ball. He didn't go down towards the ball as you do in test matches, but gave himself a bit of room around the off stump so he could swing his arms. The fact, of course, that Joginder Sharma gets the ball to move away means always a chance that he'll be able to get it over extra cover. That's a bit of slumpy fielding there by India. 81 for 3. It's amazing how much belief can do. These two people believe they can get runs. They've sneaked a 2 in here and run very well again. Seem to have placed the ball between those two fielders. Quite nicely. That should be out. Yes, it is. Trying to play down the onside. Getting a leading edge. A little bit of turn that Murali Karthik managed to get, and he's got the danger man Ashraful got and bowled. Have a look at this. Trying to work the ball for a single to the onside. There it is, the leading edge. And a simple catch. Very well bowled by Murali Karthik. He is delighted. It's 81 for 4.
Again, very dangerous.
Dangerous is the direct hit. This was very, very close indeed. The last one again was a dress rehearsal. This time, he had his eyes on all 3 stumps. The batsman reckons he's out, and that's why.
I was just mentioning a second ago that don't take any risky singles. You have 5 wickets now, especially Yuvraj can. But here we go, 5th wicket gone for Bangladesh, and they are struggling. 87 for 4.
Back here at the Bangabandhu Stadium, Bangladesh have lost yet another wicket. 5 down for 88, and the vastly experienced Khalid Mashood comes out with his side in plenty of trouble.
Good job, Yuvi.
The man who needed plenty of runs today, Rajan Saleh, mentioned earlier that
Mr. Disposal got run out. I was mentioning a little while ago not to take signal from this guy, Yuvraj Singh, one of the best fielders in world cricket, let alone Indian cricket. And knocked the over, 88 for 5.
that's just falling short of the fielder. Sridhar and Sriram there, looking directly into the sun. Perhaps moved just a split second too late. Let's have a look at that again.
In the end, he did very, very well to prevent that going for a boundary. Bangladeshis continue to live on the edge.
They were just fell short of the fielder there. Could have gone straight into his hands. Short delivery, bad delivery. There's no fielder there. 4 runs. Fahid Masood showing his true class. And it was an average bowling from Joginder Sharma. Knowing there's only one fielder there and one at mid-on. You have 7 fielders outside off stump, wire ball at leg side.
Deserved the punishment it got, and Bangladesh will be hoping for a few more of those. Just that final pivot. Gaining confidence from that was Khalid Masood. Almost walks into that last shot. Result only a single. But just the body language a little different from Pilot.
The crowd in 25th over, 5 wickets down. First 100 up for Bangladesh. The crowd, it's so amazing to play in such a crowd. You would love the cricket so much.
Batsmen too have learned quite a bit as this innings has progressed. That was straight down the ground, and there was only one place it was going beyond that boundary rope. It's 113 for 5. That projected score just creeping up slightly higher after that last boundary was hit. He swung him away, high and handsome, just short of the rope there. It's probably going to be 4. The umpire wants to have a look, but from the naked eye, it looked as if it was 1 bounce over the ropes.
There's a clever shot. There's a clever shot. After there was no fielder there at mid-wicket. I was mentioning it before. He was eyeing there. And this was a ball just outside off stump where you can free your arm and go for it. That's a very, very clever shot by Aftab. 1 bounce into the fence. Went like a rocket. Aftab's highest score in one-day international, 33. I hope he's not satisfied with his score. It should be 133. Yes, no, no, yes. And they should both go and talk to each other. Guys, look, Yuvraj and Cam are the best fielders in the world. Unless ball go through them, we're not going to run.
Sweep in the air, and I think it's all over for him. Khalid Masood relying on the sweep, and on this occasion just top edging it straight into the hands of Joginder Sharma. So Khalid Masood walks back, and now Bangladesh in deep trouble.
Suriname gives the breakthrough for India, picks up Khalid Masood, just trying to sweep it, getting the top edge, and a good catch low down in front of him. It's a good one from Joginder Sharma. So he has to go back to the pavilion. When things were looking good, now he can bat for.
Inviting this shot, let it hang in the air. Mind you, there was a little bit of risk attached to this. Ball turning slightly, but he played inside out. He had it covered. Wonderfully played. Beautiful shot. This time he goes over the top. Will it reach mid-on? It doesn't. Can't understand. They didn't even take a run. Really, this boy needs to be calmed now. Bangladesh requires him to stay the distance. suddenly losing it, and that's what Khalid Mahmood is telling him. Take it easy, youngster. You played well. It's an opportunity for 100, and more than that, your country needs you.
I'm sure he's telling him that why didn't you run? There was definitely a single on, went straight to the boundary and was covered by a fielder there. So it won't do much good to your confidence. I think he needs to just take a little bit of time here. Just hang in there, get a new feel, just stay, talk to your partner. He's playing with a senior partner, former captain of the Bangladesh team. He needs to be guided.
You know, I'm not so sure about this thanking the Lord and all that when you reach a landmark is actually good for concentration, because I've seen a lot of people, a lot of these youngsters lose a little bit of that concentration at that time. You need to be as tight as you were when you were on 49. Long way to go. You've got to be there. That's well played. Maybe best for 2. Satisfied and content with 1. It's now 149 for 6.
That's a lovely shot. That is a huge hit. Have a look at the crowd. First 6 for Aftab. And he got stuck into that.
That was a great shot. He should know his limit. This is not a wicket to ball bouncer, especially the batsman who's playing on 50 plus. And middled it. Flat 6 between square leg and fine leg. And a no ball as well. So 7 runs from 1 ball. This is clever cricket. This is clever. Aftab looks a very, very good prospect. And that's what I like about him. He's taking his singles. He's not like Ashraful that's playing every shot.
Yes, he's been impressive. He comes across as a competitor who likes it when the going is tough. Very important now that he hangs around. Still plenty of overs remaining. He's got the start. He's on 62. There, it was coming. You didn't need to study rocket science to know it. And Aftab has thrown his wicket away. After doing all the hard work, 11 to go. Bangladesh now looking down the barrel. 7 down.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right, Shaz. It was coming. We discussed it 2 balls before, and Khalid was just stood there like a statue. And this was a fuller delivery. Bowler knowing is going to go cross there, and Karthik deserves this wicket. He got hammered in the first 2 overs. Got the wicket in the end of the danger man. 67. Bangladesh are struggling now. 168 for 7.
Mushrafi Murtaza is the man out there in the centre. Murtaza didn't play in Chittagong, but he gets his opportunity here.
He's not going to hang out there, Shaz, is he? He's age 21, averaging only 7 in 1 days. Oh, very confident young boy. Playing along the ground at mid-off. Very nice for 1.
That looks ugly. Beaten in the flight, and Karthik doing a good job. Good comeback after conceding 16 off his first over. 10 overs, 2 for 43. It's 169 for 7. That's gone off the outside edge. Such a quick outfield, but the ball wins again.
I must say this was a poor field setting by a captain. I mean, tail-ender is there. There's 7 down. The ball is turning. Why there was a man mid-wicket? Have a mid-wicket up. The mid-wicket can go to slip. He's going there now, but too late. You see, that's where captain has to be spot on every time. He should be there. He should be seeing what's happening all along. You can't just lose concentration and say, okay, maybe next ball I'll do that. You should have to make the decision there and then in a matter of split second. He's playing everywhere, Murtaza.
Yes, he has to. He loves to have a go, but he's. He look at this batting card and say, "Listen, I've got to stand there with Khalid Mahmood. Plenty of batsmen getting off to starts, but no one really kicking on. Bashar 17, 28 for Ashraful. Aftab had still 10 overs before he got out. 175 for 7. Puts it away.
So I would imagine that for the Bangladesh bowling, and that is, Khalid Mahmood. He just taps the ball. He thought there was a single. Well, I can tell you what, he was probably the only person out there who thought there was a single in it, because the fielder had swooped on the ball so quickly. There really was no chance. Mashrafi refusing the single, and Khalid Mahmood. The only plus about this particular dismissal is when he was running towards the pavilion. There it is. See, simple return for Mohammad Kaif, and well, Khalid Mahmood went out for 70.
Toppers Boysha, average of 9.54, best of 35 not out. Just 5 overs left. This is where it is. Limi 30%, Sumaya 37%, Tanzika 33%. In the air, fielder is going to come under it, or will it clear? Will it clear him? Mashrafi Murtaza has decided that if the innings is going to end, it's going to end with a bang. Oh, there are a lot of people in the ground, and there's a lot of very happy people in the ground just at this moment.
Yes, because the crowds come to watch the big hitting in limited overs cricket, and that's exactly what Murtaza has provided.
He's got width. That's what they want. That is a stunner. That has gone first bounce into the boundary, and it's landed not too far from the boundary rope either. From time to time, trying to dig the ball in. Agarkar gives the batsman width. He's just allowed that to go through the line.
Yes, I think it was around the off stump, and that's what Agarkar has to do, because he can frustrate you sometimes, because he's not able to run through the tail as he should. That's a much better delivery, not giving the batsman any chance to swing his bat, cramping him for room.
Slugged away for 4. He's gone for a few runs today, Zahir Khan, and the trend continues.
Once again, the length just right for the slog shot. And Mashrafi Murtaza has just stayed upright. Whacked it. There it is. Oh, this is a typical tail-ender shot. This is what is going to happen in the final overs of the innings. And the ball has to be much closer to the batsman, not short. The length, look at that length. He's got the time to see the ball. He's got the time to pick up the area he wants to hit.
That's a good length to bowl on. He's been struggling right through the season. Zahir's bowling seemed to improve as the test series went on. But he certainly struggled here in Bangladesh, and today he's going at 6.5 an over as well. And now again, I don't think he intended to, but he has bisected that ball better than anybody on earth could have. 8 runs have come off the over. The party continues for Bangladesh, 221 for 8. Sliced and then got run away for 4 as well. Oh, what does the bowler do at a time like this? He's given himself room, and obviously the new bat is working for him. Another boundary. Oh, they're enjoying themselves. There are 2 gladiators out there. Yes, they both give everything while they're bowling. And now with the bat in hand, they're enjoying themselves and contributing to the Bangladesh total. I don't think the third man would have picked it, because Zahir Khan thought that maybe the third man could have got to the ball.
I think he's really struggling here. He's just gone past 50 runs. He's only in his 8th over. So here's Tapas Baisha. Knocked him over. The slow ball is after all only a tail ender. Well bowled by Zahir Khan. Tapas Baisha was into the shot. He finished it and the ball gently knocked the stump over. So Bangladesh lose number 9. But what a rollicking partnership that was. 39. It certainly was a very, very good partnership because it brought the Bangladeshi supporters on their feet with the kind of shots they played, the results they had with the boundaries and the singles. This time, unfortunately for Bangladesh, Tapas Baisha missing that one completely and losing his wicket and his off stump. And Bangladesh have lost their 9th wicket for 226. 2 balls to go. Number 11 is in. And almost finds third man. And they pick up 2 as well. Oh, they change their mind a couple of times and then they run and complete the second. I think everybody was lost there. Fielder didn't know where the ball was. The batsman was stuck in the middle. And in the end, it all worked out all right. They got a couple. It's a shortish ball and he's played the uppercut. And I don't think, again, Sriram picked it up in the background, but he made sure that his body was in the way. And now he'll start searching for the ball. There, it's behind you. There, now he spots it. The batsman gets 2 in between. So last ball coming up. They've done well, Bangladesh, to get it 228 already, irrespective of what happens on this ball. And they'll take another. So 229 for Bangladesh. They played well. Seemed at one point that they may not quite get there, but the tail has wagged for Bangladesh. And 229 is what they've got. The crowd is satisfied. It's a mammoth crowd here. Not the most comfortable of places to be in on a hot afternoon, but Bangladesh batsmen have given them a bit of cheer about it just as well. For lean time in the test matches, the average is 32. He's a better player than that. The strike rate of 94 is awesome. 615 50s, the best of 130. 11 man of the match awards out of 105 games played. That's pretty good. So the other end is Saurav Ganguly. These are fantastic numbers. Batting average of 41.86. Actually, will go down that a little bit. 22 centuries. Now, when Saurav Ganguly was playing his best one-day cricket at the top of the order, he was hitting a lot of centuries. That is something I suspect that Virendra Sehwag will have to start to do as well. Hit more hundreds. I think there's no doubt at all that in the history of one-day cricket, Saurav Ganguly will have a big mention. Now, Mashwi Murtuza, 13 matches, 13 wickets. Economy rate is 5.29. It's a little high unless you're playing on really flat batting surfaces. Best of 2 for 26. And you're right. I think if Saurav Ganguly can get the 163 runs needed to get to 10,000, he'll only be the 3rd player in the history of the game to get to 10,000 runs in one-day cricket. I think he would have fancied his chances at the beginning of the series, but he got off for a duck in the first one-day game. There's every possibility of India win this that he will rest himself tomorrow. First ball. Just a bit of sighting of the stumps before the bat came down. Just the start that Bangladesh wanted. It is going their way at the moment. Mashrafi bin Murtuza has sent this crowd into absolute rapture. There's about 20 million of them inside the ground at the moment. And this is a good delivery. Not the kind of delivery that you want when you're short of runs, when you're in a bad patch. Virendra Sehwag has struggled in the 2 test matches that India played. And here, without troubling the scorers, look at that big gap between bat and pad, minimal movement of that front foot, and the ball has sneaked through that gap. Murtuza happy, as are many thousand people here at the ground and the millions of Bangladeshi supporters watching. India have lost their first wicket without a run ball. Very interested in seeing, I know that Bangladesh is in the toughest opposition. See if he can make the transition from being a number 6 batsman to a number 3. Taken! Rajan Saleh is on the edge of the circle at point, and the ball is hit straight to him. Bangladesh are celebrating again. India lose a second. Oh, I don't know if they know what Christmas is, but this is something much bigger. Well, Yuvraj has looked a little fallible when he plays off the back foot. It's not as certain when he strokes the ball off the front foot. And over here, he really hasn't got his back foot game going because the ball's not quite coming onto the bat. But you have to say, having hit a boundary of the previous delivery, this is a careless shot. It really wasn't required at that stage. The asking rate is not too demanding. And India have lost their second wicket for 5. So you might look at the scoreboard and say 5 for 2, India in a spot of trouble. Or you can look at the scoreboard and say 5 for 2, what a great opportunity. Rajan Saleh, he hasn't scored a run, but he is bouncing on every ball. Tell a good fielder, there's a couple in this Bangladesh team. Yes, if he hasn't scored, he's going to try and save runs. Hit hard, but straight to the fielder there. Hit uppishly. He's hit a boundary of the previous delivery. So, not too sure that that shot was required. It was shortish. Now, I should look for 2 here. Just got a toe in now. Finish with 2. Just like to think had the first run been taken quicker, they might have flirted with her.
That's in the air, taken. Ganguly trying to break the shackles. Has been taken at backward point. Mushfiqur Murtaza takes the catch, and have a look at this crowd. Indian captain departs. Sujon strikes for Bangladesh.
And what a wicket. The wicket of the Indian captain, Saurav Ganguly. Ganguly giving Khalid Mahmood the charge. Just a little away-going delivery. He's given him the charge, but not been able to control the ball because it was short, not up to him. And Murtaza picks the catch to send the Indian captain walking back to the pavilion. This is a big blow. 51 for 3.
Mohammad Khaif comes out to the middle. India in trouble here. 51 for 3. Mohammad Khaif, man of the match in the last game in Chittagong. Habibul Basha now making some adjustments in the field, and good ones. He's got a slip in place. He's got 4 men in the ring on the offside, 2 on the on.
Yes, this is good thinking by the Bangladeshi captain. This is the wicket. See that Ganguly going down the pitch, then finding that he was just a little cramped room, but still going through with that shot, more like catching practice that. And Murtaza didn't miss that. There it is, moving away from the batsman, but a little far away for him. Nicely played. It should be runs. He's timed it well. It might well go to the boundary. Yes. Continuing from his batting in Chittagong a couple of days back, when he got 80 and was declared the man of the match.
Wide outside off stump. You can't bowl him there. What a great shot that was. There were 2 fielders there in between the gap between gully and point. Great shot.
And he's found the gap. Should look for 2 here. We've gone all the way. Toppers boys here. Struggling a little bit. That ball was travelling. This outfield is very quick. Didn't look like anything more than 2 when he played the shot.
It was a gentle push. And it shows the quality. Just a gentle push there, forward defensive shot, and it raced away to the boundary. The boss Borsche after it, but he's no chance to stop that one.
Yes, it looked a bit like he's playing dog in the bone and just gone a bit ahead of him. That's an even better shot. Now this is going to get the captain to rethink his field, especially for Khalid Mahmood. And that is why Mohammad Kaif is such a good one-day cricketer. He was aware that if he hits a couple of boundaries here, the field is going to start to move.
Yeah, but that field is not going to make any difference if it goes back now, because this shot was in front of square, and between cover and mid-off, that was a great shot from a top player. Eased away. Short of a length delivery. There. Wow. Whoa, that's 4 runs. There was no slip fielder there. There's a fielder coming after. There's no chance to stop that. That's 4. Welcome boundary for India. It is painful. I've got hit there quite a few times. I can promise you, with even the guard on, it really hurts. And quite a few times in a big game, Inzamam gets under pressure. And what happens? Twice it happened, he asked for a guard, asked for a box while batting. He forgot.
He wasn't wearing one.
No. Under pressure. I said, Inzi, how under pressure can you get? I mean, you have got to wear a box. That's the first thing you wear as a cricketer, as a batsman.
84 for 3.
He's done that and he's got away with it. That's a wonderful hit for 4.
Yes, there's a fielder at deep square leg, but Mohammad Kaif has looked at the spot. There's a long on and a deep square leg. There's nobody covering mid-wicket, and he's hit it in front of square. That's a terrific shot. Hasn't even bothered to move after playing that shot. He knows that he's got a boundary there.
So now the fielder at mid-wicket goes to a deeper position. Single is there for the asking. Good use of the feet. That's what they need to do. They've got the boundary. Just keep the singles coming in. Has he got him? Has he got his man? There was the attempt to come out, use his feet, changed his mind when Rafiq saw him coming, shortened the delivery. Third umpire has been asked for.
And remember, he got out stumped to Rafiq in the first game at Chittagong. This time he was quite clearly going down the pitch, trying to look to play the ball to the onside, but then as soon as I think he's back, or is he? No, I think his foot is up in the air. The umpire, the third umpire, will have to decide whether the foot is up in the air. What do you think, Arun?
Just depends, Sonny, when the bails come off. That's a toughie for the third umpire. His foot was in the air 1 frame ago. The bails are still not off here. Now it's come down. I think that's difficult to give. Very close.
Yeah, I think the umpire will have to decide whether the foot is in the air, because he's quite clearly gone down the pitch, then trying to run the ball down. Now at this stage the bails are taken off. Is his foot in or not? Might be the stump cam might give you an idea.
I think that's just too difficult to give. Could be just a fraction. Does it come down? Yes, it does. Here the bails are on. Now, I think it's in. I think he's going to find it very difficult to give that out.
Yes, and I think if he has had to think that hard, that means the benefit of the doubt will go to the batsman.
Nadisha is the third umpire. Very tense there. Sriram. Yay, that's relief. He still doesn't know it. Yes, he does. That's a huge sigh of relief. But really, he did expose his intentions too early for the wily Rafiq to keep it a little shorter and away from him. Almost got his man. Rafiq goes over the top and just clears that mid-wicket fielder. That should get him 4. That's the area where many batsmen want to target. The only risk is if you don't get enough elevation to clear the short mid-wicket fielder. And that's almost what happened just now.
This time it was a question of getting a little too close to the ball. That's why he wasn't able to get the elevation. Used his feet well.
That's beautifully played. Suddenly pulling this out. from his repertoire, Sriram, surprising everybody. He played the reverse sweep, and with that he gets to his 50 as well. His first 50 in international cricket. Well played.
Yes, and it's come at a time when India have lost early wickets. And it's a cheeky way to get to his first half century. The reverse sweep is not the easiest of shots to play. He's played it very well.
And another one. And it's played to perfection. Wonderfully played. He almost makes it look easy. Doesn't seem to be any element of risk there. Now that's a perplexed face on Rafiq.
3 boundaries of consecutive deliveries. The pressure definitely off now, if there was any at all. And once again, very nicely executed. Totally in control. The ball kept all along the ground.
Oh my goodness, there is a mix-up. Can he get back in time? He does. Well, it'll look a lot worse than it was because Sriram all the time seemed to be in control. He's got 3 boundaries. Doesn't need to do anything silly now. Asking rate also has come down to 5.4.
Yes, there really was no need to look for a risky single.
Oh goodness me, what has happened there? He wasn't out. The bails had come off. And then Khalid Mashood had to take the stumps off. He's thrown it away, Sriram. Couldn't quite understand what he did. He went for the shot and then started running.
It looked to me as if the previous ball, when he wanted a single but was not given the single by Mohammad Kaif, I think that is what might have made him actually he stumped. Now he's taken the stump off. He had to approve the stump. Really wasn't necessary at that stage. I don't know why he started running anyway. I think he was a little bit diddled by that previous delivery more than anything else. Don't think he had his concentration right. He did have a word with Mohammad Kaif as he was walking past. 114 for 4.
Mongia just walked in. He's another man making his comeback. But India have lost their 4th wicket and quite an inopportune moment. So it could turn tricky for the Indian side. New man in. Couldn't quite understand what went wrong with Sriram. He was beaten, he wasn't out, wasn't stumped, and then he started running for some inexplicable reason. That's a quick single to get off the mark. Dinesh Mongia would also be satisfied. He's on the board. It's 115 for 4. In the air and just got away with it. Was that a slower delivery? That was so close.
Yes, we have seen this pitch is a bit on the slower side. Yes, this is a slower delivery. He was checking his shot at the last moment, but fortunately for him, well wide of the bowler. Very well bowled this by Toposh Poisha. The Bangladeshi bowlers have been impressive.
It's such a mind game, isn't it? Change the field, block the singles, maybe the batsman will try and work for the boundary. Again another dot ball, so 5 dot balls. Stopping the singles has worked. Obviously there was some change in strategy during drinks. They were sent a message, they thought about it, reconstructed their thoughts, plan B in operation. But you're right, Sunny, they do need a slip.
Yes, because if they're trying to take a wicket, then you do need a slip.
Now that might be close. He's given him. Now then, how is that for height? Mongia is not looking happy at all, but he's got to go at some point. Bangladesh pick up a wicket and a big one at that. The last of the recognised batsman is gone, and Dinesh Mongia is looking like he's just seen a ghost. In truth, he's just seen the umpire's wicket go up.
The moment the umpire picked up his finger, there was a huge roar in the pitched on line. I think that's out. That's flop. Taposh Bashia appealing, and Akhiruddin Shaheen had no doubt in his mind that Dinesh Mongia has to go back. What a breakthrough. So he goes back. India in trouble. 131 for 5.
Hi, I am MS Dhoni, 23 years of age, wicketkeeper and a right-handed batsman.
Now then, somebody needs to play a very fine innings to get India out of jail from here. 98, the difference between the two sides, 100 balls available. Mahendra Singh Dhoni has come with a big reputation as a good striker of the ball. Was player of the series when representing India A along with the Pakistan A. Now this was the dismissal. Now, it looks pretty adjacent. Height looks alright, he's struck on the back foot. Marginal call on whether the ball pitched outside leg stump, but that's admissible. He's got a shot at the very first ball. Now Mongia's reaction though was very interesting. I thought he'd need a crane to take him off the ground. Set him on the back pad, pretty adjacent.
I think that's a pretty good decision. Much elated Taposh Bhatia. I don't know why he was standing there. That's a good shot. That is an absolutely beautiful shot. Waited for it and clipped it beautifully between mid-on and mid-wicket. What a good shot that is. Well, I rate Ajit Agarkar pretty high in his batting as well. It's a good shot. Picks the gap. That's 4 all the way.
That is brilliantly played by Dhoni, and he can smile. He's now got a boundary as well. There's a lot of energy around Mahendra Singh Dhoni, but he can be very proud of the shot. It's beautifully played. Found the gap as well, and promptly means that mid-off is looking like he's going further back. Now then, has he found the gap? Yes, he has. So another boundary for Dhoni. His brave, aggressive methods are coming good here. Certainly for the moment. 9 of the over, 154 for 5. The catch has been taken. Habibul Bashar completes the catch, and that is a very good one. Again, as a partnership was starting to develop, 24. Bangladesh have pulled it back. Every time that worm goes up, they pull it back. This is a strong, disciplined effort from Bangladesh. He played the full shot, and the captain, who's guilty of butterfingers in the test matches, has pulled off a beauty.
Well, what can we say about Mashrafuddin Murtaza? He comes back on the second spell and picks up a wicket in a second delivery. And that's a good catch. Went low and went fast. That is a very good catch. Habibul Bashar and the players much elated. So Dhoni has to go back. India yet loses another wicket. It's 155 for 6.
Hi, I am Ajit Agarkar, 27 years of age, right-arm medium-fast bowler and right-hand batsman.
This is the second of those qualifications that India are going to need here. Average of 18, 1,049 runs. He's just given himself a nice little present today. His 200th wicket in one-day internationals. Now, how much has he got on it? He played that shot very well. That has gone one bounce into the boundary. Now, that's a big difference between the shot that Agarkar has played and Dhoni. Agarkar has hit it over the infield. Dhoni got on top and tried to play it down. Both have their merits, but in this case, this one's been more effective. That is the wicket they wanted. They believe they've got their man. He was always going to be struggling. Rajan Saleh was the fielder, and if the light is red here, 40,000 will celebrate. I think the body language suggests that he thinks he's gone. The run would have got him his 50th. The throw is pretty good. I think he's got to go. I think he's got to go. This is a huge wicket. might just be the turning point. And it's come not from a batsman or a bowler, but from a fielder. He's well short. Mohammad Kaif is gone. Well done. And it's again the fight in the Bangladesh camp that's produced the wicket.
What a great piece of fielding from Rajan Saleh. And he's picked up his man, Mohammad Kaif, who was looking dangerous for India. The red light comes in. Big roar, huge roar among here. Delightful fans getting up on their feet. They sense it that they're inching closer to making history here. So Mohammad Kaif head back to the pavilion, taking back the hopes of Indians. It's 170 for 7.
Just take a look at that. He's done it beautifully, and I think the key was in the underarm return. He didn't try to get his shoulder back and throw it in and save those vital seconds. 49 from 56, it's 170 for 7. Joginder Sharma comes in with a first-class average of 34 and 200s this year. That'll count for little in the pressure cooker that the Bangabandhu Stadium is. This is very, very good for Bangladesh cricket. That's a big one. Man coming underneath. He's got enough time to complete the catch. Bangladesh strike one more nail in the Indian coffin. Look at that. A million words wouldn't do justice to this feeling of elation that's going around Dhaka at the moment. There's smiles, there's joy. Bangladesh is starting to celebrate with abandon. Ajit Agarkar, the last Indian batsman who could have taken India home, is gone, and this is a very good catch.
Aftab Ahmed and getting under it and picking up easily. He has to go back.
A great evening for Bangladesh cricket. Now then, there's runs. Does that have enough to go all the way? Mashrafi has been very good in the field. And they will pick up 2. 174 for 8. And the dice in favour of Bangladesh. Back under the lights at the Bangabandhu Stadium. India have been caught napping here. Being ambushed by a very, very determined Bangladesh side. In the commentary box now, Arun Lal and with him Ravi Shastri.
Thank you, Harsha, and isn't that great for the game? Have a look at the crowd here. They've gone berserk. They sense a home win. Bangladesh have never beaten India in one-day internationals. It's a good hit down the ground. It's a quick outfield, beats long on. That's a good straight hit. And a nice way to end the over. 181 for 8.
That's the outside edge, and that should fetch 4.
Just pulling up inside. No, that would be a 4 if we see it again. I think when he cuts the ball, there was some part of the body past the boundary line. It was a wholehearted effort by the big fast bowler. I think they're going to check with the third umpire. This is lucky. Thickish outside edge. And you see, as the ball touches, there's some part of the body touching the rope. The finger touching the rope as well. That is a boundary. So Joginder Sharma will go back on strike.
That's 4 welcome runs. Rafiq is into his 9th over, and as Ravi just pointed out, the 2 more for Murtaza. If they're bowled out, both these 2, this still leaves 4 overs to be bowled by another bowler. Now these are the 2 frontline bowlers that they have, Rafiq and Murtaza. Both have got 2 wickets each. So a little bit of thought now has to go into how they're going to marshal their resources.
That's straight away on the onside. Superb placement. And another boundary for Joginder Sharma. That just seemed to be a short arm jab with that bottom hand. And the ball raced away. The crowd stunned into silence. That's gone away fine. And beats third man. So good start to a new over from the Indian point of view. That will put pressure on Bangladesh. Now even with 3 or 4 singles in the over, it would mean that India can get 7 or 8. This is a good partnership, 22 from 13, Arun.
Well, he's made the change. He's kept Murtaza back, brought in Nazmul Hussain. He's been greeted by this boundary.
Oh, that's nicely placed. There could be 3 runs here if they run hard. In fact, it's a boundary. So good is the timing. And so quick is this outfield. Well, India inch closer to 200, and now the pressure will start coming back on the home side.
Well, this man can definitely bat, that's for sure. This is intense pressure. They're up against losing to a side that's considered to be far inferior to them. Just take a look at the way that ball traveled. It was just a push and one-handed that.
Zahir goes for the big one. He could hold out here. Is that taken? Another good catch in the deep. They are not making any mistake. This man's everywhere. Mushraqi Murtaza has pulled off another good catch in the deep. And have a look at the crowd. Bangladesh 1 wicket away from a famous win.
Really, you could really sense that something is about to happen in these 2 deliveries. Zahir went for that slower delivery. Couldn't quite get enough elevation on it. Beautifully done in the deep by Murtaza. Kept his eyes riveted on the ball. Zahir gone for 10. It's now 204 for 9.
Karthik Murli, left-arm spinner and a left-handed batsman.
Murli Karthik, the last man out for the Indians. Still 26 required. He's got a career best of 32. He's done that. In fact, he'll get more than a single. Murli Karthik is no mug with the bat. He can hang around there.
Well, more than batting ability is now a test of nerves. Can they play out 2 more overs, get closer? Can they hold out? Very tense in the Bangladesh dressing room. That's Dev Watmore. And he'll explode if they can get a wicket now.
He might run onto the field. A loud shout, but he's bowling from around the wicket. Leg by signal that would have gone down leg side.
Angle would definitely have taken it down the leg side, no question about it. But every time it now hits the bat, the crowd really goes up.
Well, they're waiting to start a party here. Oh, that's beautifully struck. That is a lovely shot, and again, excellent work in the deep. Very good work from Aftab Ahmed. In fact, it's Nafiz Iqbal. These youngsters are doing a very good job there. There's Aftab, there's Nafiz, there's Rajan Saleh. All of them, they've been brilliant in the field.
Chukinder Sharma, he's been a revelation. He's got the gift of timing. Got a lot of power in his shots. And he's playing under tremendous pressure.
Yes, and Arun has got 26 from 19. Someone like Ajit Agarkar would be sitting back and just saying that I just had played with a little more common sense. He could have got this really close. There's still 3 overs to go after this, so still 19 balls remaining. Unfortunately for India, they've got just 1 wicket in hand. This ground will erupt. It will erupt. Bangladesh win this. Oh, he's smashed it straight back. And again, this is desperate cricket from Bangladesh, and very good too. That would have been a certain boundary. It's 212 for 9.
That could be close, and it's a direct hit, and I think they've got him. They've got their man. They believe they've got him. Murli Kartik was a little tardy in reaching that other end. What a time to get a direct hit.
And once again, it's that man, Rajan Saleh, I think, or is it Ashraful? Both look alike, but this, I think, is all over for India. It is Mohammad Ashraful. Bang! Hits the stumps. Bangladesh win their first game in the country. They've beaten India for the first time, and this stadium is going to erupt. Have a look at the players. This is a famous win. Bangladesh have beaten India by 15 runs to level the one-day series. The red light will come on, and the crowd erupts. It's a war dance out there in the center. Habibul Bashar, the captain, can't believe it. Mushrafi Murtaza, a real star. But the fielding of Bangladesh is something that has to be admired. Ashraful, Rajan Saleh, Nazimul Iqbal, they all were quite outstanding. Mohammad Rafiq, he's waited for a long time. He's the senior citizen on this side. Dave Watmore, we can't see him, but he will be over the moon. He's down there to hug his players. Look at that smile. Bangladesh have registered their first win at home. It's a war dance.
Absolutely, Ravi, and those faces tell you a story. What a fabulous team effort this has been from Bangladesh. They fought all the way. They believed they were in with a chance, and they're all hugging their coach. This is their 100th ODI, and they have beaten India for the first time. They've leveled the series, and really, they really deserve it.